What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. Not podcast. Good thing. I keep saying I'm so used to doing my podcast. I had a podcast, but I changed it to this. Welcome back to the sports menu. We're talking about what I did talk about on the podcast, though. It's NHL Thursday, headlined by NHL, which is what we're going to be talking about today. But throughout the season, we're also going to be talking about USHL, CHL, PWHL, and NCAA D1 Division 1 college hockey, as well as obviously the NHL. So, yeah, we're going to just talk about, we're going to do similar to what we did yesterday for the NBA when it comes to just, like, going at the standings and just say, hey, I want to talk about this team. I'm going to talk about this team, kind of situation. We're just going to do that with the NHL, and that's it. I'm going to go over the news of hockey since the last time I did this, and then we're going to do that, and then we're out of here. That's what we're doing today. Pretty simple. Tomorrow I'm not gonna be here. It's my off day. Yeah. I mean, every Friday's my off day. It's nothing special, and then yeah, that's it. And then we'll be back for UFC Saturday after today. But yeah. All right. So let's just get into it here, right? Move some stuff on my desk here. I had my bobbleheads on my notebook, because I had a fan next to it, so I didn't want to go flying, so I had to move it. So, yeah. Let's just jump into it here, right? But before we do that, my X/Twitter, Facebook, and Discord are in the description of this episode of NHL Thursday. It's in yesterday's NBA Wednesday as well. And then it's going to continue to be in the description of all these videos, starting yesterday, which is already in that one. It's in the one that you're watching right now, the description of this video, and it's going to continue to be in the ones moving forward. My X/Twitter, so my Twitter, my Discord, and my Facebook are all going to be down there. You're obviously watching me on YouTube. That's the only way you could be watching me. I might move to Spotify as well, not move to Spotify, but I might also upload to Spotify in the future. I don't think it's necessary right now, but I already have Spotify set up. I can just make a new profile. Pretty easy. Yeah. So that's something that might happen down the line, but not necessary quite yet. We're just gonna keep it on. We're just gonna keep it simple. So yeah. Let's just get to the hockey news, right? Over the past month at this point, month and a half. LA Kings re-sign Alex Lafreniere to new deal, 3-year, $4.1 million per year deal. We look over at the Kings last season. Let's go find Alex Lafreniere. 19 goals, 23 assists, 42 points. Averaging 16 minutes and 31 seconds time on ice per game. 14 takeaways, 37% from the field, from the face-off circle. 124 hits, 193 shots and goal. He shot a lot of shots. Yeah, he's a great player. Good to get him for another 3 years. So yeah, I think that's overall a pretty good deal for the Kings. So yeah, get him locked up. USHL's Adam Bennett going to Brantford Bulldogs, or the OHL. He was Youngstown's top player, I believe, last season. Adam Bennett, yeah, I'm pretty confident in that. About a point per game last season with the USHL. Let's see. Let me just confirm that. I gotta go to standings 24-25. I'm going to go to Youngstown, finish first in the East, by the way. Adam Bennett, number 1 points leader. 56 games played, 17 goals, 42 assists, 59 points, over a point per game. Very consistent. Got a Michigan goal in the last weekend of USHL regular season play. And just overall looking very, very good. Just overall, right? So yeah. So I mean, yeah, there's that. Sean Barnhill, debut defenseman, is going to Michigan State. Congrats, Sean Barnhill. You will not be returning to Dubuque. You'll be going to Michigan State to play D1 hockey. Nick Robertson, Toronto Maple Leafs, signs a 1-year, $1.825 million extension. Good deal. Good bottom six piece. Has top six upside. A good player overall. Sam Cogliano re-signed with the Ducks on a 2-year, $1.7 million per year deal. Pretty decent bottom six player. Matthew Schaefer, 3 by 2.925, so it's $2.925 million per year on a 3-year contract. ELC, which is basically rookie contract. With the Islanders, WD from the Islanders got him for 3 more years. He was really made of. Blazers bought for $4 billion by the Carolina Hurricanes. Owner Tom Dundon already talked about that yesterday in the NBA Wednesday, but it also affects NHL. The Lightning have reached an arena naming rights deal to change the building name to Benchmark International Arena on a multi-year deal. No more Amalie Arena. Troy Red Wings signs defenseman Travis Hamonic to a 1-year, $1 million contract. The third pair player, whatever. Pat Maroon has been named the assistant coach of the Muskegon Lumberjacks with USHL. Pretty interesting. 3-time Stanley Cup champion, potential Hall of Famer. At this point, I don't know. So yeah, huge, huge for Lumberjacks. Multiple different reasons. Blackhawks, and forward Frank Nazar have agreed to terms on an extension, 7 years at just under $6.6 million AAV. Very mixed opinions on this. I think this is a good deal. Somebody who got well over a point per game in the USA NTDP in the 21-22 season, almost 2 points per game. Got exactly a point per game at D1 college with Michigan. Played phenomenal there. In the AHL, got 21 points in 24 games. He went off in the AHL, and then got 25 points in 53 games played in the NHL. Looked great in the NHL. Looked like the best player in the ice in the NHL overall. At times, a lot of times actually, and just looked very good at only 21 years old. To get him signed for 7 years, especially to salary cap and going up, that's gonna look like a phenomenal deal in 3 years. Even now, I think it looks like a great deal, but it's gonna look like a beyond phenomenal deal in 3 years, in my opinion, 2 to 3 years. Marco Rossi re-signed with the Minnesota Wild on a 3-year, $15 million contract, $5 million per year. Contract according to Frank Savali. Yeah, great deal. He was originally asking for $7.5 million per year, but ended up getting on a $5 million per year for a 60-70 point player, for a 60-70 point two-way center, number 2 center. Matthew Tkachuk has reportedly undergone surgery and is expected to return in January. LTIR eligible. So yeah, he'll probably be in the LTIR until January. They come back during the last few months of the regular season. So yeah, that's it. That's all the news we got. So yeah, we'll just go over the NHL standings from last year and just talk about teams. Let's talk about teams. We're gonna go by division, not wildcard, because that doesn't really make go by division. Makes more sense. All right, we're gonna talk about teams heading into the next season, the outlook for next season. Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's just do it, honestly. Toronto Maple Leafs last season, 52, 26, and 4. Second in face-off percentage, which the best team in the league in face-offs overall. Technically second, but Actually, they were best in the playoffs, second in the regular season, behind like 1% behind the Islanders. Eighth best power play. Below average penalty kills technically. 17th penalty kill, 78%, but overall pretty decent. Fifth most blocks. Seventh most goals per game. Overall, we got Austin Matthews, obviously last season, 33 goals, 45 assists, 78 points, while being hurt for most of the season. Phenomenal season for how much he is hurt. I totally expect like a 60, 70 goal season from him. Matthews great at faceoffs as well, 57% last season. Averaging 20 minutes and 30 seconds a night due to the injuries that limited. Obviously John Tavares re-signed him last year. 38 goals, 36 assists, 74 points, 58% from face-off circle. Very, very good. 200 shots on goal, 92 hits, 45 blocks, 69 giveaways, 24 takeaways, a little over 18 minutes a night. John Tavares was great last season. Top 3 second line center in the league. William Nylander, 45 goals, second most in the league last season. 39 assists, 84 points, over a point per game last season. Looking 50 from the face-off circle. Did 19:30 time and ice per game, 253 shots on goal, 14 hits, 27 blocks, 79 giveaways, and 28 takeaways. He was phenomenal. Matthew Knight, who they also re-signed this season to a long-term deal. 29 goals, 29 assists, 58 points. 7 plus 7. Averaging 18:30 time on ice per game, 152 shots, 282 hits, 41 blocks, 51 giveaways, 14 takeaways, ridiculous amounts of hits. This is a guy who likes to hit a lot. Nick Waugh was not on the team last season, but they acquired him in the Mitch Marner deal. 15 goals, 16 assists, 31 points, 48 face-off percentage. A great third-line player overall. The defense was ridiculous. Last season when it comes to playing defense, at least. The coach Joshua, good depth piece they picked up this season. Last year, 7 goals, 7 assists, 14 points of being hurt a lot of the season. Anthony Stolarz last season, obviously. Over 920 save percentage, 2.14 goals against average. It's ridiculous season last year. Played great in the playoffs when he played too. Joseph Woll, 910 save percentage, 2.73 goals against average, 1 shutout, 42 games played. Matias Maselli, they also picked up the season, will play in the second line. 8 goals, 10 assists, 18 points, while playing only under 14 minutes a night. So yeah, I really like the Leafs. I could easily see them winning the Atlantic and making some noise in the playoffs. But yeah, we'll talk about three teams per division. Lightning, pretty interesting. They're running a very similar team from last season. I think they'll be very good as well. Canadians. Let's just talk about the Canadians, right? Obviously added Noah Dobson. Lane Hudson's a very controversial player. I love Lane Hudson. He's so good in my opinion. Noah Dobson's a great player as well. Not as good as Lane Hudson in my opinion. Not even that significantly close, but still a great player. Overall. Bull Duke they added, great middle six player, very young as well. Joe Veleno they added, Joe Veleno as a fourth line center. Dobik has he's gonna get a full season now. Sam Montembeault still there. Ivan Demidov, full season of Ivan Demidov. There's a lot to be excited about with this team. Cole Caulfield probably gonna take a step up. Slavkowski probably gonna take a step up. Lane Hudson's going to be very similar, if not even better. No, Dobson's going to be, I think he's going to be great in Montreal. Added Bull Duke, obviously already talked about full season Demidov, full season of Dobish. Just overall, looking very good. I could see the Canadians getting a top wildcard spot for sure. Going over to the Metro, I'm going to talk about the Hurricanes. Hurricanes added Nikolai Ehlers. They're honestly one of the favorites to come out of the East. Not the favorite. Obviously, the favorite's the Panthers. Duh. But they're probably the second or third favorites. I would say second favorites behind, obviously, the Panthers. Sebastian Aho, Seth Jarvis, Jordan Staal, Nikolai Ehlers, Andrei Snechikov, full season of Logan Stankoven, full season of Taylor Hall, Jesperi Kotkaniemi, Jordan Martin, Shane Gostisbehere, Keandre Miller they acquired. On defense, Jacob Slavin, Jackson, full season, Jackson Blake. I think he actually played all of last season. Doesn't really matter, actually. But anyways. Yeah, I mean, they're just... Hopefully for the Yankees can stay healthy all the season. They could make some noise, dude. Capitals last season. First in the East, second in the whole league, 51, 22, and 9 record. Second in goals per game, 16th in faceoff percentage, so dead middle. Fourth in penalty kill, 13th in power play. 6th in blocks, but obviously got Ovi, who got, let's see, how much goals did he get last season? 44 goals, third in the league. Behind Nylander and Draisaitl broke the record, obviously. Tom Wilson, Dylan Strome, Pierre-Luc Dubois, Alexi Protas, Jacob Chikrin, Nick Dowd, Connor McMichael, John Carlson, Rasmus Sandin, Anthony Baville, Matt Roy, Brandon Duhaime, TVR, Logan Thompson is a goalie, Charlie Lindgren is a backup goalie, Ethan Frank, etc. Ryan Leonard, full season Ryan Leonard's going to be pretty good. Sonny Milano, yeah. Overall, I could definitely see them finishing top 3 in the Metro. The East. East is too stacked. And then the Devils here. Last season, third in power play, second in penalty kill. Steven Strength is really bad power play. Your special teams in general is great. Nico Hischier last season, great. Tessa Bratt, Jack Hughes got hurt. The key here, Jack Hughes staying healthy. Jack Hughes can stay healthy. This team could easily finish top 3 in the Metro. If he can't, well, that's tough for them. In the Central now, talk about the Jets. They were the luckiest team in the league last season statistically and eye test. I mean, he got kind of Hellbook back there. Hockey club. Yeah, it says a hockey club on here. The Mammoth. They're gonna make the playoffs, in my opinion. And JD Paterka, fastest team in the league last season, added one of the fastest players in the league. That's gonna fit well, more than likely. They're just looking so disgusting overall. There's no way the team doesn't make the playoffs. Wild, in my opinion, also gonna make the playoffs. We signed Marco Rossi. They look so disgusting when they're healthy. Don't think they're gonna be that good, obviously, but they're gonna be a wildcard team, in my opinion. Blues, I think, are just gonna miss out the playoffs. I love the Blues. I think it's gonna be a couple points out, but I think the Mammoth will beat them out. Overall, Pacific Division, Knights added Mitch Marner. Yeah, I think this team will win the Pacific. Kings, they lost pieces and gained worse players. They're filling the spots. They're gonna fall off. I can easily see the Canucks take over the third spot in the Pacific. Oilers probably gonna finish second in the West. You're second in the Pacific behind the Knights. Do like the Orioles, but they do have flaws for sure. And overall, that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it for today's episode. I'll agree with you, night. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you guys on not tomorrow, because tomorrow's my off day because I just don't have anything to do on Fridays, honestly. No sports to do, but might as well just not do anything on Friday. Might as well be my off day, and then Saturday we'll be right back for UFC Saturday.